Lights, camera,
Rolling.
action.
Avantika's dream was to become an A-list actor, a top star in the Hindi film industry. 3 years back, she had set out from her hometown Indore in Madhya Pradesh, armed with dreams, aspirations and confidence. She was 23 years old at that time when she set her foot in Mumbai, the city of dreams. It's year 2024 now. Avantika is 26 years old and she is missing. Hi and a very warm welcome. You are listening to Crime Tales. I am Subbu, the missing actress. Avantika's best friend Sanjana, also an actress, is the one who has filed a missing complaint at the Andheri police station in Mumbai. Avantika hasn't reported for the costume trial she had at a production house, sir. Her phone is off. Sanjana tells Inspector Vijay. She could be busy at a shoot. Maybe her phone is out of network range. Inspector Vijay remarks, I doubt that, sir. She isn't at any shoot. I would have known otherwise. Since 4 days, there has been no post by Avantika on the Insta also. It's kind of strange. Where are her parents? They are in Indore, sir. Why haven't they come forward to file a complaint? Inspector Vijay's question draws an awkward silence from Sanjana. Her parents, frankly, are not in touch with Avantika, sir. Why? Questions Inspector Vijay. Sanjana finally opens up. Because of the kind of roles that Avantika was doing. Sanjana replies, What kind of roles, Sanjana? We need to know everything to find Avantika. You need to hide nothing. 3 years back, when Avantika had set out from Indore to pursue an acting career in Mumbai, her father was dead against her decision. This is not a career for a simple girl like you, Avantika. I have heard of what all happens there in the glamour industry. The answer is no. You don't have my permission to go to Mumbai. Find something here in Indore. You can easily get a job, do well in life. Avantika's father shoots down her appeal to go to Mumbai. Papa, I really act well. You should come and see me perform on the stage. You will yourself tell me I should pursue acting. Argues Avantika. I don't want to see you on stage, Avantika. You did this thing behind my back. Look, Avantika, get this madness out of your head. You have done very well in your education. You wanted to do management? I'm very happy with that. But not this, Avantika. You're not going to Mumbai, that's my final answer. Her father leaves no scope for any further discussion on the matter. But Avantika, adamant that she would pursue a career in acting, packed her bags and left home. She had her savings from the odd jobs she had done after graduation. She was hell-bent on finding success in Mumbai. So her family broke off all ties with her since then, since 3 years back, asks Inspector Vijay. No, sir. They accepted her decision, but things changed 1 year after Avantika had come to Mumbai, replies Sanjana. What happened in that 1 year? After she landed in Mumbai, full of dreams and hopes, Avantika with all her energies was focused to make a successful career. Avantika kept doing the rounds of casting offices, auditioning for whatever came her way. She would rehearse the part she was to audition for, diligently made character notes and put her best into every audition. But the one golden opportunity to express her talent was not forthcoming. She was soon struggling to make ends meet. Her family, though having accepted what she wanted to do, still wasn't in a position to support her financially. Avantika's father worked in a government office. Her younger brother was still in college. Avantika's struggle to find one decent role in any project was now taking its toll on her financial resources. Survival in Mumbai was getting difficult. It was not just survival. It was also about maintaining a lifestyle. Clothes, makeup, fitness. Even if there were no roles coming her way, she still had to keep herself up for that one chance. Even struggling to get that big break had its expenses. Avantika didn't want to go back home as a failure. She wanted to make her mark in the industry. And then, one opportunity, one acting assignment came her way, 1 year after her struggle. It indeed looked like a golden opportunity. It was a web series, but there was a catch. The web series was for a platform that was not in the league of the big OTT platforms, Popular for its sleaze content, sex content. The role that Avantika was offered was indeed a central character in the series, with a decent amount of money, but then it demanded a lot. Lot more than just acting. There were explicit scenes that Avantika would have to perform. Explicit scenes of kissing, sex and body show. It was a dilemmatic situation for Avantika. She was okay with scenes where it was just about exposing and revealing costumes, a bit of body show, but this was way beyond her comfort zone. Can it be just suggestive and not so bold? She asked the casting director. But it wasn't in the hands of the casting director to dictate to the makers of the show. This character, her role, the bold scenes, are all part of the story, Avantika, he explained to her. The money being offered would take care of at least another 3 months of her rent, also a lot of other expenses. Plus, while the shooting was on, her personal expenses would be taken care of by the producer. But what was bothering her was, would she be able to perform the bold scenes? Every other girl who had auditioned refused the role only because of the sex scenes. Avantika was shortlisted. The role was hers for taking. Should I or should I not? Was the question raging in her mind. Her best friend Sanjana came to her help. You have a good face, a good body, Avantika. And besides the sex scenes, there are also other scenes where you get to perform and show your talent. Who knows? Some big director, producer sees it and recognizes you for your acting abilities and not just the bold scenes. Sanjana argues in favor of Avantika taking up the role. We all need that one chance, the one chance to be seen, the one chance to be noticed. You have got the chance. Had I got it, I would have lapped it up without a thought. Sanjana's reasoning is very convincing. Avantika decides to go for the role and the challenge of doing it with all dedication. Avantika lets go of her inhibitions and does the character, not once holding back anything in any of the scenes. The show is launched on the OTT and becomes quite popular. But it comes with a flip side, which affects Avantika both on the personal as well as work front. Her brother, who's in college in Indore, is very embarrassed when his friends watch the show on the OTT and every kind of aspersions are cast on Avantika. Her father and mother too get very upset. It's not for real, Ma Papa. It's just acting. It's not like I'm actually doing those things that you're upset about, cries Avantika on the phone. But for her parents, it's very difficult to understand. You may say it's all acting, but people when they see it, you know what they think here? For them it's all real. What are you doing, Avantika? Her father lets out his anger. It's not just the anger of her family that disappoints Avantika. Very strangely, instead of being noticed for her acting abilities, this one role she did brings about more offers for Avantika, which all come with bolder sex scenes. It has just 8 scenes in 4 episodes, Mahesh. And in 3 of the scenes, I am removing my clothes. In the other 3 scenes, the hero is removing my clothes. What is this? I don't have more than 6 lines to speak in the part. Avantika cries to the casting director. But then, it's a cascading effect. Every other role offered to her comes with a maximum number of scenes where it's all about sex. Avantika, what's the big fuss about? Kissing and lovemaking scenes are not anything new for you. Do it, Avantika. There is decent money. Body exposure also means wider exposure in the eyes of the audience as well as that of makers. There's nothing to lose. Everyone has their way of convincing Avantika. Desperate for that one big break, Avantika succumbs to the roles coming her way, the money helping her in bettering the status of her struggle. In fact, she is now busy, very busy, and has moved on from a small-sized apartment to a bigger one. Her bank balance is also swelling up. She doesn't find it inhibiting anymore in doing roles that demand her to do bold sexual scenes. Her family, her father and brother no longer want to be in touch with her. Her father doesn't want her to come home anymore. Her mother is the only one with whom Avantika still has communications. And she continues getting more and more offers from the same sleaze content-driven OTT platform. She has a lot of followers on the Instagram. But still, that one good role which would remove the tag of sleaze actress eludes her. Her lifestyle has changed. She can now afford a lot of things she desires for. She has come very far from the Avantika that she was. Coming back to the present day, 2024, Avantika is missing. Where has she gone? Why isn't she back in Mumbai for the next shoot that's going to begin in 1 week's time? Avantika isn't like that, sir. Sanjana tells Inspector Vijay. She was doing these kind of roles, yes, but she was very dedicated towards her work. She looked at these bold scenes as a part of acting, waiting for that one opportunity when someone would see her for her acting and she would get that big part in a big banner film or web series. Inspector Vijay talks to Avantika's ex-boyfriend Raj Dahiya too. But he too has no clue where Avantika is. Sorry, sir. I broke up with Avantika a year back. Since then, we are not really in touch. So I am the last person Avantika would tell about her plans to go somewhere or anything for that matter. Raj washes his hands off about any information on Avantika. The CCTV footage at Avantika's colony reveals a shocking detail. Avantika left on the 16th of August with a suitcase. She was going somewhere. But strangely, no one close to her, including Sanjana and her ex-boyfriend Raj, knew where Avantika was going. She took a cab. The cops reached the Uber cab driver who had picked up Avantika at her colony. He tells the cops that he dropped the lady at the Mumbai airport. He did recognize the lady. He knew she was an actress. He had seen her shows. The CCTV from the Mumbai airport is looked into. Avantika is indeed seen getting out of the cab and walking in. Where was she going? Wonders Inspector Vijay. His team talks to the Mumbai airport police seeking details of Avantika's travel. Avantika missing is now big news. The police team is now talking to every other casting director who had known Avantika. But there is no clue anyone has as to where Avantika was going to and for what. Avantika's phone is still unreachable. The phone records have come in. Shockingly, since 16th of August, there have been no calls made to anyone from Avantika's phone. The police now call in for Avantika's phone locations. They want to find out where all did Avantika go, what was her last phone location. The last call that Avantika received was from an event management and casting agent, Dilip Awasthi. Dilip is now in his hometown near Lucknow, gone for some family function. Dilip is puzzled and shocked when he hears that Avantika is missing. She had gone to Delhi on the 16th of August. He informs Inspector Vijay. It was for a contract discussion for an event. I had got inquiries from this Delhi event management company, Prestige Events. They were looking for models and I knew Avantika, so I passed on her photos, her contact. They had called her to Delhi. He further elaborates on Avantika's travel. But then, why didn't she return from Delhi? Or where did she go from Delhi? Prestige Events, the Delhi company, is owned and managed by Naina Gupta, a regular in the elite society circles in Delhi. Information also comes in from Mumbai airport that Avantika had boarded the 1:15 p.m. Indigo flight to Delhi on the 16th of August. When Naina Gupta of Prestige Events is contacted in Delhi, she does acknowledge that Avantika had indeed come on the 16th of August. In fact, I had arranged for Avantika's pickup from the Delhi airport. She came into my office at 4:30 p.m. We had a long discussion on the contract, her fees and everything. After that, she left. I had asked the driver to drop Avantika wherever she wanted to go. Replies Naina over the phone. What was this contract about? Asks Inspector Vijay. It's a show that we are having in November 2024. It's the launch of a big brand's new lingerie line, women's undergarments. We negotiated on our fees. It's a 2-day event in November. I'm really shocked to know that Avantika is missing. She was supposed to get back to me in a week about the contract. Naina is just as shocked as everyone who hears about Avantika being untraceable. At the Delhi airport, as the cops scan the CCTV footage, they find that it's Mukesh Prajapati who had been sent by Naina to pick up Avantika. It's a Mercedes in which she was picked up. Naina mails the airline tickets that were booked by her office for Avantika. It's a Mumbai-Delhi return ticket. Mumbai to Delhi for the 16th of August, and the return ticket is for 17th morning 10:30 a.m. flight. What Inspector Vijay finds is that Avantika never boarded the return flight. Where did she go from Delhi? Mukesh, the driver of the Mercedes who picked up Avantika from the Delhi airport and then was asked to drop Avantika wherever she wanted to go, is contacted. Where did you drop Avantika? asked Inspector Vijay. Sir, from Naina Madam's office, Avantika Madam asked me to take her to Gurgaon, to the Grand Colony. Grand Colony in Gurgaon is a cluster of high-end bungalows. It's an elite colony where the high and mighty of Delhi own properties. I dropped her at the Grand Colony entrance. She asked me to wait. She was meeting someone there is what she told me. I waited for her about 2 hours and then Avantika Madam came and asked me to drive her to the Connaught Place. I drove her there. And at Connaught Place around 9:30 p.m. she got off and asked me to leave. She didn't want the transport any further. In fact, I asked her if she wanted me to wait. She said no, I will now manage on my own. Elaborates Mukesh on Avantika's travel in Delhi. Connaught Place. What was she doing there? If she was to return on the 17th of August, she definitely was planning to stay in Delhi. Where did she stay in Delhi? Naina, whom Avantika had met in Delhi, who had arranged her travel tickets, denies that she had arranged for any stay for Avantika. She was only paying for the flight tickets and it was as per Avantika's choice that the return ticket was booked for the 17th August. Naina has no idea of what Avantika's plans were besides the discussion of the event contract with her. She doesn't know who Avantika was meeting in Grand Colony, Gurgaon, nor what was she doing in Connaught Place. Avantika's phone locations come in. The cops are shocked. The travel in Delhi correctly coordinates with what the driver Mukesh had told the cops. Avantika, from the airport, travelled to Naina's office in Saket. After that, she went to the Grand Colony in Gurgaon, from there to Connaught Place. But it's the travel on the 17th of August that throws the cops into a spin. Avantika had travelled to Indore. She was in Indore on the 18th and 19th of August, and on the 20th of August, her phone location shows that she had travelled back to Mumbai. So Avantika had come to Mumbai on the 20th August. But then she hadn't returned to her flat. If she came back to Mumbai, where did she vanish from here? Avantika's flat is thoroughly searched again. But there are no signs of anything untoward happening there, nor of her having come back. Delhi, Indore, Mumbai. If this was her travel, then what did she go to Indore for? To meet her parents? Avantika's parents deny that she had come to Indore. She hasn't come here for 2 years, claims her father and brother. Also that they didn't want her to come after the kind of thing she was doing in Mumbai. It was getting embarrassing for them facing their neighbors and people all around. Are they lying? Or is there someone else who's lying about Avantika's whereabouts? Several things happen simultaneously as the cops investigate as to what exactly was Avantika up to and what happened to her. A local entertainment portal in Mumbai, with a reference of an unknown source, throws up a theory about Avantika's disappearance, which borders on a self-planned publicity stunt. Avantika, having learned the ways of the industry to engineer something sensational that can bring attention to her, could very possibly have choreographed this entire drama of going missing. It could be a publicity drive for any of her forthcoming show or even an attention-seeking act, is what the news portal theorizes. Can this be true? If it is, then Sanjana, Avantika's friend, who's the one who filed a missing report, is she in cahoots with Avantika in this plan? The police inform us, contrary to this theory of the news portal, bring in another shocking information. Sanjana has just repaid a loan of 2 lakhs in cash. It's not just the cash that's news, but Sanjana never revealed that she had met Avantika on the 14th of August, 2 days before Avantika left for Delhi. Avantika and Sanjana had met at a cafe. The CCTV footage from the cafe reveals that Avantika had given a packet to Sanjana. It's a thick packet. Sanjana is hiding more than what she is telling the cops. A raid at Sanjana's house sees the cops finding 23 lakhs worth cash inside the same packet that Avantika had given Sanjana at the cafe on the 14th of August. The envelope has Avantika name written on it. Is it Avantika's money? Sanjana does her best to come up with several excuses of how this money belongs to her, but then finally breaks down. Avantika had given the money to Sanjana before she left for Delhi for safekeeping. Where did Avantika get this money from? That too in cash. Is it from some project that she was doing? Or does this money have its trail to something that's not so right? Did Sanjana know about Avantika's trip to Delhi? Sanjana cries out, Avantika didn't tell me anything about this Delhi trip. She just gave me the money for safekeeping. What I have spent is something which Avantika herself told me to use if I need it. Avantika is not here in front of us to corroborate that, Sanjana. And you started using the money knowing that Avantika is missing. Inspector Vijay comes down heavily on Sanjana. Where is Avantika? Where did this money come to her from? What is going on? She came to Mumbai. Where exactly did she vanish from here? Or is it that you killed her, Sanjana? Sanjana is shocked. The other piece of shocking information that Inspector Vijay receives is that Avantika's ex-boyfriend Raj Daiya, he was in Delhi on the 16th and 17th August. And his phone location matches exactly with that of Avantika's location in Connaught Place at the same time that Avantika was there. Did Raj meet Avantika there? Is it a case of an ex-boyfriend taking it out on Avantika? It's now 10 days since there is no sign of Avantika being anywhere. The police have two suspects, Avantika's best friend Sanjana and her ex-boyfriend Raj. There is also a strong possibility that Avantika, who had gone to Indore, could have tried to meet her family, patch up with them, and her father and brother, already upset with Avantika, could have done something. Could Avantika have been killed?